So, have you ever been scared to do something when everyone's watching you and you're like, oh my, what if people don't like me after this? But that's courage. And you know, courage isn't about like being popular or having people think you're the best person. Sometimes it's about not being popular. And sometimes it's about losing things you really care about, even your fame. So today we're going to talk about Zacchaeus. He showed courage very, very well. And this is a Bible story, and Zacchaeus, he was very, very short. And you want to know how short he was. Like, he was short that an average adult was like, oh, you're so small, bro. Even when he was looking, if there was one person in front of him, all he would see was their back. Even teenagers would be like, wow, you're such a small kid, without even knowing that he was a full-grown adult. Like, if he was standing right here, you probably wouldn't even see him. And plus, he is actually pretty old compared to us today. Well, of course he is. And here's the worst part about him. He's a tax collector. And you know tax collectors, back then, they loved to steal. Like, give me that money. Oh, give me even more money. Boo! We hate tax collectors. Yeah, tax collectors are useless. Boo! Yeah, we don't like you. You guys are so bad. So that's what people thought of Zacchaeus. Now, here's the main part of his story. So one day, he heard that Jesus was coming to town. And like any other person, he was like, whoa, it's Jesus? I gotta go see him. But remember, he was short. Like short. And well, it was not so easy. You might think, okay, well, it's Jesus. You gotta do anything you can. But like, imagine, you're the most hated guy in town, and then everyone's gonna think you're silly for the things that you do. Just imagine. That'd be crazy. But here's what happened. I know you guys definitely expected that everybody would think he was being really silly and they would send him out of town. But guess what? Jesus came, saw him on the tree, and told him to come down, that he would come to his house for dinner. Wait a minute. Let's rewind. Okay, so first, before Jesus saw him on the tree, well, Zacchaeus climbed the tree. It was a sycamore tree, I think. Sycamore? Is it sycamore? Okay, so anyways, yeah, as Danzel said, he climbed the tree and Jesus came up to him and he's like, come down. We're going to have dinner at your house. And I know all of you were expecting. And then, like, what? This guy's a tax collector. He's like, nah, bro. I take your money and I don't give you anything back. How would Jesus want somebody to eat dinner with that guy? And I actually can't really blame them. The worst guy in town. No, like imagine the worst person in my class. The teacher gives him like a double promotion and double points. Everyone in my class would be like, what? And that's like saying, so a robber comes to your house and steals your money. And then the police comes and he's like, nah, bro, give him all of your money. Like, you'd be like, what? But what? You would be like, what? He stole from me. And it would be like, nah, just give him a little more money. Like, imagine, our parents would be like, but that's not fair. Bro, get your boss to fire you. What are you saying? So this is how Zacchaeus actually showed courage. Well, he climbed up that tree knowing that everyone would think he's silly and a goof. And honestly, I guess it kind of was.
Like, what a goof?
You get the idea. Everyone thought that, bro, that's so dumb. And everyone thought that was silly. That's how he was being courageous. By doing what everyone thought was the thing not to do. But Jesus still came up to him and asked him for dinner. He even said that you will come to my house and you will, and Zacchaeus promised that the people that he stole money from, he would give them 4 times and he would stop stealing from everyone.
And he also said every poor person, he would give half of his whole bank account. Like imagine, I have $2 billion and I'm the worst guy in town. I just come around and this guy's like, and then I do something silly. Everyone's like, ha ha ha, you're so bad, and you're doing this. Like, come on.
And then the rich guy gives $1 billion to the guy on the street. If everybody was watching, they would be like, what is this guy doing? Is this guy a bumbleclap, or does this guy even have a brain?
Like, the mayor just walks up to you, be like, hey, come have dinner. I'll be in your house with you tonight. You'd probably be like, in your mind, mind blown.
And you'd be like, no, you better be capping. You're not coming to my house. And then he actually comes to your house to eat dinner with you.
And then you're like, okay, half of my money to the poor. $2 billion split in half. And then everyone you stole from, 4 times the money back. Imagine that. So, what can we even learn about from this?
We found 4 types of courage in this story.
Doing what's right while people were watching. Zacchaeus climbed up that tree even though everyone would think he's so dumb. We're kids right now, but we can still do awesome things just like Zacchaeus did, even though he was a full-grown adult. So like,
even though it was super far back then, you can still do good things for other people today, showing courage and bravery.
And imagine Zacchaeus stood up and said, I messed up in front of everybody. Thousands, hundreds of people. That takes like ultra guts.
Changing your life. He didn't just say sorry, he actually changed his life. He gave back the money, and that's the bravest part.
Now, here are some real life examples that'll help you be like Zacchaeus. So, how does this work for us? For kids our age?
Here are real courage moments we face today.
Standing up for someone being bullied, especially when it's not cool.
Telling the truth when you broke something, even if you'll get in trouble.
Trying something new at school, even though you might fail.
Apologizing first after a fight with a friend.
Sitting with the new kid at lunch who just has no friends.
Doing the right thing even when your friends are doing something wrong.
That's probably one of the most challenging, especially when they're like the popular people and it's like, but they're doing something bad, but I'll get popular and yeah, those are one of the hardest things to cope with. Okay, we have a courage challenge and it's built for you.
This week, do one brave thing. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be small, it can be in the middle.
Just like you said, any brave thing. We have some ideas for you.
Say sorry to someone you hurt.
Help someone, even if others might think you're crazy.
Stand up for what is right.
Try something that might scare you a bit.
Be kind even when it's not popular.
At all.
Then come back and tell us what you did in the comments.
We'll read them and give you a shout out in our next video. Unless we get too many.
Remember, Zacchaeus was small, hated, and scared.
But he had courage, and it changed everything.
You have the same courage inside you.
It's like a lion you kept in a cage. You just have to set it free. If you liked the video, hit the like button.
And press the subscribe button for even more videos.
That's my pose. Why are you doing that? Yeah. I was the one that did it first. You can't do that.
I don't even care.
Okay, get out. And
See you
remember,
next time.
courage isn't about being fearless. It's about doing what's right even when you're afraid.
See you next time.
Bye. I
I think we